shit, I'm doubly screwed. Hello, everybody. How are you? It's not raining, unlike last weekend. Or did it rain last weekend? I don't know. I heard there was a hurricane. Anyway, it's fine because everyone prepared like really hardcore for the hurricane. I just did what I normally do, hang out in my basement and play Puzzle Quest while listening to Gesha. For those of you who don't know what Puzzle Quest is, it's just like endless Bejeweled, but if I get enough colors, I can kill a dragon. So like, I can see it still, like I'm looking at this wall and I'm trying to move the bricks to get like all the slightly off orange in a line. So bad. But yeah, my parents did call because they're like, oh my god, you're gonna die. Because they do that. And I had the misfortune of telling them, no, I will live. You do still have to send me food occasionally. But I also had to talk to a friend back home who's really conservative. But I was like, oh, okay, I guess. But he was like, yeah, I'm really not into Rand Paul now. And I'm like, now? Oh, okay. And he was like, yeah, I'm against the Tea Party. I'm like, any reason why? And he was like, because I liked Rand Paul before he was cool. He's like, I was Tea Party before Tea Party was cool. There are conservative hipsters in the world. This is depressing. This is depressing as hell. I know. But, yeah, the only way anyone can get me to come outside is by making me play a game with them. And I'm happy for things that, like, force me to interact with, like, popular culture that are like a game. Like, you can, like, there's a site called the 61, not 69, that like, lets you pick and discover new music. Foursquare gives me badges for leaving the house. And Netflix, I get to rate really awful movies really high, and it fucks with my hipster ex-boyfriend's Netflix queue. But I do leave the house sometimes. This was one time that I was able to make it to the New York Aquarium. I made it in time for the walrus feedings. That was really cool. You know, they like blow kisses and they get clams. And I'm like, this is really cute. Until I realized that's the most action I've gotten in a while. Anyone who was there with a video camera got some real obscure porn. And also I had to turn down a date exactly a month and a half ago because I had horrible cramps. I tried to make it really subtle in like my text message because he was like, why aren't you coming out? Like, I have horrible cramps. No, he didn't get it. He was like, oh, whatever, just call me the next time you're not washing your hair. Fine, my ovaries are sucker puncturing me in the uterus. No amount of hair washing is gonna make me bleed any faster. Ew. And he got it, and I've never seen him again. It's totally not worth it. But yeah. The other time I've had to leave my house is for my birthday. I'm really happy. This past March I celebrated my 25th birthday. Woo! Yay! No, really, I'm not 16. But you know, I can't remember any of it. So I will tell you about the last birthday I can remember. So when I was 19, my boyfriend at the time took me out to dinner, and he was this really vivacious and like really lively guy, and he decided that was the best time to tell me he was gay. Oh, no. I was disappointed, but I was more disappointed that here's this opportunity that this creative guy really had the opportunity in my life to do this. It's like, that was the only time in my life it would be relevant for a guy to come out of a large cake. Because then he would get to come out of something, and I would get cake. That's never gonna happen again. So if you can't tell, I'm Asian. I don't like to advertise that fact because I'm really bad at being Asian. I was a replacement mathlete in high school. I failed a spelling bee in 3rd grade. It's E-N-C-Y-C-L-O-P-E. EDIA, and I'm gonna beat up my 30-year-old self forever. And I burned rice in a rice cooker. Takes talent, guys. But the two stereotypes I can fulfill are that I play a lot of video games, and I will lie there lifelessly during sex. That's a commodity in Japan. Just so you know. But yeah, there's the, when I was in a bar, I did, oh shit, screwed that up. So my dad, every time I go home, he will tell me the story about how he got punched in the face by Bruce Lee. Like, cool, Dad. I don't need to hear it 18 times, but whatever. I told a guy in a bar that, and he was like, oh man, that's so cool. You know Bruce Lee's dead, right? I'm like, yeah. He was like, if I get with you, that's the closest I can get to Bruce Lee. That's creepy. So he just said, what do I have to do to enter the dragon? And I punched him in the face. I will leave you on this joke. So, you know, I didn't have a lot of luck for a while with the men's. So I went to go meet a really good friend of mine who was sitting in a cafe, and she was going to give me some advice. And she was like, sure, what do you think of that guy over there? And I was like, I don't really care. And she did this. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And she was like, Charlene, when a guy goes down on you, you don't want crazy eyes looking up at you. Number one, what? Number two, you expect a lot out of men. And three, eye contact during anything intimate? I am doing it wrong.